Line up now for the A final of the final round of this 2006 Australian Solo Speedway Championship. Leigh ADAMS has got the championship locked up. Adam Shields, Craig Watson, Todd WILTSHIRE are his contenders here. Nobody has beaten him so far. Only one person has poked the wheel in front very briefly. All ready now.
Yep. Oh, WILTSHIRE went for the big one off the outside. Hasn't given up hope yet. Oh, WILTSHIRE, wheel standing into the turn. That's some bravery.
But the class of the guy out in front is shown by how close the other three are.
Yeah, certainly is. Shields in there with WILTSHIRE. Watson at the back also doing a good job. Shields back under WILTSHIRE. ADAMS has cleared out.
And WILTSHIRE in command of the rest of the pack, doing a good job and very busy with it. But by geez, looking good for a 36, 37-year-old who's been 2 years out of the saddle and off the throttle.
Yeah, Leigh ADAMS turned 34 just a week ago, and he's doing a noble job out in front, 3 years younger than Todd WILTSHIRE. Interestingly enough, Todd WILTSHIRE has just signed up, Will, to go back to the UK for season 2006. Amazing stuff.
Good stuff. Well, he'll give them plenty to think about over there because he'll get sharper as the season goes on. He'll be both fitter, but mentally better prepared too than he's been for this series of races. What an enhancement he's been to the series too. Running second, running very wide there.
Certainly is. As ADAMS now around the last bend, this will complete a clean sweep of every race in the 2006 Australian title.
What an effort by Leigh ADAMS, third in the world last year, 9 Australian titles. An amazing performance, a wonderful run through this series. Coming home second to him in that A final, Todd WILTSHIRE, then Adam Shields, and finally into fourth place was Craig Watson. A great performance by Leigh ADAMS.
Leigh, congratulations, 9-time national champion. It's never been done before. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm delighted. You know, I don't really race, you know, for the titles. Obviously, I like to win, but it's more just to give Australian Speedway something back and give these youngsters something to race. You know, it's good and obviously keeps me on my toes, and I can go back to England and be fresh. But you know, don't get me wrong, it's obviously nice, and it's nice to go in the record books. I may have been fairly dominant. I didn't lose a race, but you know, as I said all along, I had to be on my toes. They were right on me, and you know, it was tough work, but. You know, Australian Speedway in a couple of years might be looking good.
I give it my best. You know, it's all about entertainment, and I'm sure the crowd got that tonight. And I'm happy with second overall and second on tonight. Yeah, you know, Leigh's an outstanding rider, and you know, hence why he brought number 3. And pleased that I can get in front of the rest of the boys, and you know, and tail Leigh and still be in the race. So it's all been good.
There's some good guys who finished ahead of me and have a lot more experience. But you know, hopefully in years to come, I'll be higher up on the podium.
I was really happy with that. I've been injured for about 7 months, and I was in a wheelchair for 3 months, so it took me a long time to get back, and unfortunately the first couple of rounds I had fairly average ones, but last year I was second here, and to be back in the final again for me was a huge lift.
And a tremendous performance by Todd WILTSHIRE, the winner of the Jawa bike proudly provided by MJM Speedway Spares. So this is how they finished in the Australian Solo Speedway Championship 2006, 80 years since the first round was held at Hamilton Speedway, just near here, and in 1927 it was there as well. Leigh ADAMS, the class of the field over Todd WILTSHIRE. Rory Schlein, Adam Shields had a good battle all the way through. Then Travis McGowan, our English visitor Simon Stead, and then finally Dave Watt, Troy Batch. In this 80th year of the Australian Solo Speedway Championships, one guy has dominated. He's been in 18 races. He's won 18 of them, a perfect record. He has now equalled the record of the great Australian rider, Orb Lawson. 9 Australian championships. There is only one Leigh ADAMS.